Hey, this is Josh with Project Car Media, and welcome to another episode. We're going to be looking at this Lincoln Town Car Gambler project that belongs to my brother and I. In this episode, we're going to be talking about the mods that we've done, the reason we bought it, and also some driving footage of it. This was something that we picked up at auction to take on the Gambler 500 and also to drive around in the woods. Now, when you think about a Lincoln Town Car, you usually think of like plush leather, smooth driving around town, lots of room. All right, so obviously you can tell that this is not a normal Lincoln Town Car. You can see that it's lifted, it's got big tires, and it's got a couple Gambler 500 emblems. Let's go over some of the things that we did to this. Again, we bought it at auction for about 425 bucks, and we knew that we wanted to use this as the Gambler because these Panther platforms do really well off-road, surprisingly. So let's check out the wheel and tire and see what we did there. All right, so Jason, my brother, is here with me, and he did a lot of these mods himself. So Jace, tell everybody what we did with the wheels and tires and the lift.
Well, the wheels came from a 95 Jeep Cherokee that I bought. They were just factory ones I had laying around, and it happened to be the exact same bolt pattern as the Lincoln, which was super helpful, saved us a bunch of money. The offset was a little strange though, so we did go with an 1.5-inch spacer, just a really cheap Amazon unit to kind of keep it in the Gambler era of things. And the lift is from a company called Lift-A-Brand on eBay. They do a lot of donk kits and that stuff, so you can lift these and put 24s on it. We had a different vision and we wanted to lift it and put like 31-inch off-road tires on it. So the front is a full spring factory with a spacer that was cut down, which was a complete pain to get in, but it's in there. So it's about 3 inches of lift front, and the rear is sitting at about a little more than 3. The rear, we had to take off the factory airbags because this does have air suspension, and converted to a police car spring with a cup spacer on the axle. So about 3 inches of lift in the back as well. Same tire, 235/75 15s. They're just some cheap ones that came on the Jeep. We do have a spare, which is kind of cool the way we mounted it. We used a Jeep TJ spare tire carrier and just drilled some holes in the trunk, and there it lives.
We did actually cut off the mufflers, so it sounds a little bit more beefy, and we also changed out the front grille because we have a light bar that sits behind it. As you can see here, we've got a light bar that sits behind it right there, and that helps actually, not really at night, but during the day when it's really dusty, you can see these light bars through all the dust, and that helped out a lot. As you can see, we painted the Gambler 500 emblem on the hood and on the sides of the car, on the doors. When we got it, none of the windows work except for the driver's side window. So all the other windows we have to kind of force down on our own. But I mean, it's got 250,000 miles on it, runs great. Yeah, let's check out the interior. All right, so if you didn't notice, this is actually the Town Car Cartier. This is one of the top line ones back in 1997. And as you can see, it's a little bit dirty, but we had the red leather, we have, you know, the wood grain on the dash. We've also got the stock cell phone that came with the car, and it still actually works. There's just no service or anything. Look at that, powers up and everything, which is awesome, but we can't use it. Then it's got like the digital dash. So we have digital dash, all the gauges work, digital air control. In the back, there's tons of room back here. As you can see up on the roof, there's like these fold down mirror things for, I don't know, people to get ready on the way to a party or something. I'm not really sure. Actually, when we went to the Gambler, we stored every single piece of our gear in the trunk. It all fit. The tents, the camping gear, the chairs, the cooler.
It's because this trunk is huge.
Yeah, check
and
this out.
another cool feature.
Look at this thing, man. I could sleep in here.
Yeah. Another cool feature about it is it has an automatic close. So if you just let it kind of do its thing, and it's hard with this tire on there, but it'll automatically close itself down. So you don't have to slam it.
Yep.
It's
that's the Cartier feature right there. We're thinking about doing the Gambler again next year, possibly. We didn't get to do it this year, but we're possibly going to be doing it next year. So I also have some footage after the Gambler 500 last year. We did a rally cross at a buddy's house, so you guys have to check out this footage. got some ideas for how to make this car even better for next year's Gambler.
So I think we're going to end up doing a wider tire and wheel, more than likely. Just buy something super cheap. Do some fender trimming to make those tires fit a little bit better, just because I think where we're at with the lift is kind of max in the front. And then bumpers, something high clearance off-road steel, a skid plate of some sort, just to kind of make it bulletproof, so we can just go have all the fun in the world and not have to worry about anything messing up with it.
For sure. So those are the ideas that we have. Definitely let us know if you guys have any other ideas. I know there's a lot of actual Panther platform Gamblers out there, and some of them have some really awesome setups. So if you know of some awesome setup or suspension or tires setup or whatever, definitely leave a comment in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, because there's going to be a lot more of these cool videos coming out in the next few weeks. This is not what this Lincoln was meant to do.
No, it's fine though.